Good morning. It's November 3rd. I clearly got a little bit of a late start this morning, but that's all right. I'm back at the same place I was on Friday. Weather's crap. It's warm, windy, rainy. My plan is to walk into kind of where I was on Friday because there was, let me see, 6 trucks again at the parking lot, but they're all headed in the other direction. They're all parked on the other side to walk in along the main trail instead of coming on this side trail and then coming in a different ridge. Everybody walks down the same ridge and probably honestly hunts in a climber stand in the open hardwoods on the top of the ridge or something. I'm not doing that. That's a good way to not see anything until like November 20th when they're cruising like crazy. But I'm going into a point, should be a leeward ridge or leeward point with this wind. Should be good. Like I said, I'm late, but they should be moving all day. I almost ran over a couple deer on the way here that were running around like crazy, so should be a good morning. My plan is to slip in between rain. It's about to start raining again. My plan is to slip in while it's raining. I think I've timed it right. And then I should have another 2 or 3 hours after that rain before it rains again. So hopefully I don't get too soaked in the first rain because that'll really suck. And I'm really hoping that I can be still and set up during that calm period in between the rains, but we'll see. I don't know. I may time it wrong. I may time it perfect. We'll see. I don't know. Just gonna give it a try. Here comes the rain. Oh God. Right on the camera. Here comes the rain. Gonna slip in while it's raining. Hopefully be set up right when it stops and they'll start moving real quick after it. They like that stuff. Looks like I got in almost perfect timing. Right at the head of this drainage. I'll show you in just a second, but it's about to stop raining in like 10 minutes maybe. And then it's gonna be a good hour and a half to 2 hours clear before it starts raining again. I think they're gonna move in this window. But here's the spot. So we got this big drainage here. It's like 100 foot deep when it goes down. Big long point there, a smaller point here. This is a big ridge this point comes off of and these points come off of. And it's just dog hair thick on the top. I got a trail here. A trail coming around the top of the drainage. Trail coming in there. Just a nice pinch point for cruising. You can even see the trail there. And right underneath me, I bumped multiple deer off that point the other day, and a big buck and a doe off this point the other day. And I'm thinking my wind's just blowing right down to the bottom. At least it should be. It might be swirling a little bit on the point, but there's no deer there. I accessed from that way. I came up the bottom. I bit a big loop around the whole point and came up the bottom. That other person stands right there. I gotta change clothes, my shirt's soaked. Pants are a little wet, but I got a dry shirt and dry jacket in the bag that I'm gonna put on. We'll be all right. Hopefully something comes by. It's a good evening, or it's a good day for midday cruising. Hopefully that's what happens, but we'll see, we'll find out. No, my snacks. Dang it. That's depressing. Still haven't seen nothing. It just started raining again after about 45 minutes. It should be short-lived. I hope a buck wants to move through. I'm probably gonna sit till 12 or so. Damn it. Damn it. I need to stop shooting the hinge. I shoot left with it every single time. Well, I'm clearly not too happy about the shot. It's definitely back, as you see in the film. Shoulder was, my back arm was hitting the tree. And I couldn't quite pull through the shot. I couldn't pull through the shot. So I had to do that. And when I do that, it shoots left. Should have just not shot, but in the moment you can't. It's different. It's hard to convince yourself. You think you can pull it off in the moment, but it's raining. I'm gonna get down, look at the arrow, and then go back to the car, drop my stuff off, maybe go home. But it's raining, so I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to follow blood unless there's a ton, which I may look and see, but I didn't see blood when I was watching him walk away. I didn't see any blood at all, so I think I want to go home and get a better look at it on the computer. I got a mark kind of where the last point I saw him was, so, and he was just very slowly walking, stopping every 20 yards, so tail tucked between the legs, he's gonna die. Man, I'm just tired of not killing him quick. Damn it. I'll let you know when I get to the arrow. I'm gonna look at the arrow here. Where is it? Damn, there's a lot of hair. A lot of blood too. Well, that's a good sign. Definitely liver and something. A lot of blood. Not the good kind of blood though. It doesn't smell gutty. Not really. There's a lot of blood after the shot. I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff packed up, and I may actually blood trail it for a little while just to get a better direction. We'll see. Got all my stuff packed up. There's the arrow again. I'm probably gonna follow blood for 50, 60 yards just to get a good direction. I'll show you again. Good blood. A lot of blood on the arrow. There's blood on the ground too. I'm gonna follow blood for a little ways just to get a good direction. Start a tracker on my phone, and we'll see. About 15 yards into the track, and this is what I'm working with still. So not too hard to follow. Alright, as it does, blood just completely dried up right here. I'm about 100-ish yards from where the shot was, probably 120 as the buck walked. But blood just, it went from really easy to follow to now it's pinprick every 10 yards. So I'm gonna back out. I'm pretty sure he'll be dead within 100-yard radius of this spot, somewhere in there. I might go downhill, but I'm gonna back out, go make a circle around because the car's that way. So I'm gonna make a circle around, and I'm going to drop my stuff off go home, look at the footage, get a better view of the footage, and then come back and track maybe after this wave of rain comes through, because there's no blood to follow anyways, so I might as well just, I mean, this is the last blood right here, I'm pretty sure. Last one I found at least. Just watered down. Watered down blood. And there's a little more. Not much more though. It's hard to see because it's so watered down. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna go do it. He'll die. I know he's dead. I just gotta find him. I'm so tired of making subpar shots on these deer. I'm gonna get out. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm back to the shot where the arrow was. On the ground right there. Blood's mostly washed away, there's still a little bit, but it's mainly gonna be a gridding job. So I got the tracker set on and I'm gonna follow the original blood trail that I already followed, about 100 yards or so, and then we're gonna see if we can find him. Opted to not get the dog because here in my state you cannot use tracking dogs till after dark. And I talked to a tracker and he basically told me we could probably find him, but you have just as much luck in the daytime. So that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how it goes. I got the GoPro on. Say hello. And we're just gonna track this deer and see if we can't find him. Wish me luck. Still a little blood left. Here's where it dries up. Now we start the search. It's 3:40. It'll be dark in an hour. I've walked 2.7 miles through all this and everywhere within a 200-yard radius of last blood, and I haven't found anything. It's not fake. It should be here. Taking a little break. I'm exhausted. It's about a week later now, since it is a week later, it's next Sunday, since I shot and never found that buck. Basically I just wanted to clarify, like, I don't even know. I mean, I looked for that buck for a long time. I think one of two things probably happened. One being, after I shot that buck, he was still acting like ruddy. Like, he was so busy looking for the does and trying to be tough and whatnot that he didn't want to look hurt. So he was walking off. He was actually bristled up, like he was trying to fight somebody. Or he thought he got poked in the butt or something, I don't know. But I think one of the things that could have happened is he was just so worked up with the rut that he just walked way further than you would expect a gut shot deer to walk, which I could have thought about in the moment. I didn't. I probably should have. And then I think the second thing that could have happened is that buck saw me when I initially went and blood tracked, and I bumped him and didn't know it. He could have easily ran another 200 or 300 yards if I did bump him when I initially blood tracked. I meant to only blood track 20 yards, like I said, but it ended up being a really good blood trail, so I followed it a little further than I wanted to, or than I meant to. You know, you just get carried away in the moment. You're like, oh, maybe I hit an artery, he'll be dead right up here, but no, that wasn't the case. But regardless, I made a reasonable effort according to the law, I guess. My neighbor's a game warden, and I actually talked to him about it, and he said, yeah, you did a lot more than most people would in terms of trying to find it. So the only thing I could have done, I think, differently is waited on the dog and not gone and tracked or gridded myself, because I kind of ruined the chances of finding it with a dog by doing that. But it was warm. It was like 60, 62, 63 degrees that day at least. And if he had died quickly, I didn't want to leave him lay there for a good 8 or 9 hours before we found him. So I wanted to get in there and get him out before he spoiled. That's why I went in. That was the deciding factor, because I was hipping and hawing back and forth getting a dog or not. I even called, like I said, I called a tracker, and he said, yeah, we'll probably find him with a dog, but he may be spoiled. So, but yeah, it sucks. It's part of it. I've made changes to my bow setup now. I'm now shooting a button release, a UV button, instead of the hinge, as I've found the last four deer I've shot at, I've shot 3 to 5 inches left of where I was aiming with the hinge. And it's not the bow, it's sighted in. It's just in the moment, for some reason, I flip that hinge and maybe I pull it away from my face a little bit, like pull it, and it causes it to shoot left. So I've made that change. I got a button release instead, but we're gonna keep hunting. Saw a good one today, this morning, and I'm fixing to go back in and try to kill him. So wish me luck. Thanks for watching, and good luck out there if you're in the woods this time of year. It's the best time of year to be out. I think it's November 10th today, so peak rut, they're doing things, and hopefully all y'all that are getting out there are having some success too. So thanks for watching. Bye.